Alright, hello to everyone who's watching this video. This is a video, if you watch my previous video, I explained that this is one of my favorite Roblox games. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while. This is just a simple tour of my restaurant and a trick on how to make billions a day. Now this $10.19 billion I had over 25 billion a couple minutes ago before I bought some extra stuff in the limited shop that I'm going to go over there and show you in a second. I do have the max amount of floors in the restaurant. Of course, I have all the staff. If I can go ahead and up here and show you, I got all the waiters, and they're all max level, as well as the cooks. And I did this with not too much effort and hardly any Robux. The only things that I bought with Robux are game passes, and they're completely optional. A lot of the, especially the expensive game passes, are completely useless, such as the tree was completely useless. You get like $250 out of it every once in a while, and it's not even worth it. Everything else in this game, I've never purchased money or anything. Everything else in this game was completely made by hand, and not too much effort, a lot of hours, but not something that's impossible to do. And I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of it involves auto clicking and being AFK. You can go do anything else while the game works for you. But there's other steps to it that a lot of people do not even realize. So we're gonna head over to my restaurant. Got the shrine, of course, and I got the we got all this stuff going on. Let's go ahead and get these really quickly. So we got that. So anyways, so the very first step that I can suggest to you is just try to pour as many seats as possible. Now, I used to have it completely filled up. These were all seats and chairs, completely everywhere. And then I had one floor dedicated with a bunch, just with a bunch of the ovens and stuff. I was able to get rid of a lot of them because I wanted to just focus on making it look really nice. But there are still some floors that I need to work on, like this floor right here, the tiki, my little tiki floor. This needs a lot of work. Still, it doesn't look that good. 4-3. I try to make look a little better. I made it with like some walkways and stuff, but it's still not looking too good. I'm in the process of doing it, but I do hold a lot of pride in it, because just how much work that went into this. This is my little gaming area, and I'm trying to get more gaming chairs and tables, but in the shop, as you'll see, they are just so ridiculously expensive that it's difficult to do so. I got 10 billion, and that sinks fast when they're 100 million. You know what I mean? When they're 100 million each, and they go up every time. And I've never even really tested it to see how efficient that is, like how much gamers pay. And so I'm just gonna I'm gonna show you my stats first, actually. So I got 17 of the question mark encounters. I got all the floors, of course, 719 seats. This was over 5,000 not too long ago, before I wiped everything and started over to make it look good. Instead of focusing, now that I have a lot of money and make a lot of money, I don't really focus as much on the grind as much as just like design, making stuff look good. Does this show how much time I spent? Yeah, so this is my time spent. That's a lot of time. Yeah, that's a lot of time. I'm trying to make my way to 500,000 customers currently. That's what I'm currently looking to do. So if we go over here, because I do need to buy some stuff in the market. There are some things at the market that I yet to have. I did have a diamond play button. I did have one of these, and I sold it. So I need to get that. I do need to get in here and get some stuff. Let's see. I don't even know what this does, and I don't have one, and I've been wanting one just to see what it does, and I've yet to buy it. And this money that I'm wasting right now, well, it looks like a waste, is something that I'm actually going to make up very quickly. I don't really need the dead plant, but you'll see that this is something I'm going to make up very quickly. I'm going to make a second part to this next week, and or probably in 2 weeks, and I can guarantee right now, in 2 weeks, I can make $1 trillion, a trillion with a T, and that's my word right now. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna make a video in 2 weeks. 2 weeks to this date. What is today? Today is the 1st of July. So today's the 1st of July. So in 2 weeks, July 15th, I am going to make a video with $1 trillion in-game dollars. And I'm telling you that right now. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to do it. Like I said, the first step, you don't need to focus on looking good first. Go to the shop, okay? Go to the cheapest tables, right here. The cheapest tables and the cheapest chairs, and just keep buying them. Don't focus on anything else. Focus on this. Keep buying them repeatedly, and get all. And when you get the floors, every floor, just you don't have to have walkways. Customers and employees go right through the chairs and stuff like ghosts. So you do not have to have walkways. Don't let people think that you need to have walkways. It does look nicer, but it's not something you need to do until later. You can focus on designing your restaurant later when you have enough money and have, you know, a way of making a lot of money when you need it. Next, you don't need to focus on these right away. You do not need to focus on the luxury dishwashers and ovens. But also you don't want to necessarily go completely for the cheap stove. Go for the one up. Try to get as many regular stoves and regular sinks as possible. You can honestly get the cheap sink and then get some regular stoves. I would dedicate one floor to just filling it up. Fill up one floor with sinks and ovens, and just fill it up completely. And always focus on staff. You want to hire as much staff as possible. No matter what, you always want to focus on staff, because that's another big thing. Recipes is something that you'll unlock all of by just playing. Don't forget that. Also, these missions on the side, they can be useful, but don't focus on them. A lot of these missions is something that you'll kind of already unlock automatically by just playing the game. So don't really focus on these, because you don't get enough money to really focus on it. Also, you don't need to focus on, like I said, you don't need to focus on making it look nice. So don't focus right away on themes. Don't focus right away on jukeboxes and wells. Well, wishing wells is something I wanted to talk about. You want to get the slot machine. The slot machine is very helpful, especially when you get a jackpot. You know, I've gotten several million out of the jackpot. I've gotten tons of the best boost, in my opinion, which is the advertising campaign. The advertising campaign is the best boost because you get all that much more money. People always focus for some reason on double profits. No, always go with advertising campaign, always, because you make more. You make more with advertising campaign than you do with double profits. But don't sink your Robux into this. You really don't have to sink your Robux into this. I do have every game pass except for the Royal and the high tech, but that doesn't really help you as much as you might think. But focus on those things. Once you get an entire floor filled with the sinks and the ovens, and you have at least, I would say, 5 floors filled with chairs and tables, okay? Then come over here and focus on getting the wishing well. Or, yeah, since the wishing well is only 77, try to get the wishing well first. Try to get 5 wishing wells. These can be very handy because you can use them I think it's every couple hours or so, and you can get really good boosts as well as money from them. And you can get a decent amount of money if you're lucky. And if you keep doing it every time it's ready, you know, you'll have good luck. Then focus on the slot machine. The slot machine is also very helpful. And also, another thing, try to just place these, or not these, but try to place stuff like this, the gumball. Place the gumball machine places. Focus, also try to get some of the, I don't actually remember where are the arcade games. Well, focus on the arcade games as well, because those are great ways to make money. People will literally just come in and play them, and that's a big money maker. I think you might have to get them over here. I don't really remember. It has been a while. I'm pretty sure it's under appliances. Oh yeah, and also soda machines, salad bars. All of this is very helpful as well. Big tip jar. That's another thing you want to focus on much later. It's very useful. Very useful. But it's close to $1 billion, so wait on that. You know, don't rush out and spend money on it. You need to wait on that. Haunted statue is one of those things that you do not need. You don't need it. It's not necessary to need it because it doesn't offer you anything. The arcade games, which I was telling you, this is the best arcade game. It's obviously a lot more, but it gives you a lot more money. So we head back over to my restaurant. I got a few of these. You know, I got the bars set up here, the salad bars and all that. I got the YouTuber stuff, and I got the jewelry case right here, and I got a floor filled with jewelry cases. I'll show you in a second. I got one of each of the arcade games. I'm actually gonna place, because like I said, I don't know what a lot of this does. Like this right here, I have no clue what this does. I don't got a clue. And I think it's just, I don't think it does anything, honestly. I don't think it's supposed to do anything. I think it's just one of those things that's like more bragging rights. So you don't got to focus on anything like that. I'm going to place the diamond play button there. That is good because it attracts the YouTubers. Get up here. Like I said, a lot of these boosts and stuff like this right here, $10 million, super worth it. They leave a lot of money when they come in, and it's pretty cool. And you get a free Roblox badge from using it. I mean, it's just, this is one of those games that like you don't. The biggest advice I could give you on how to get good in this game: don't play it. Use an auto clicker. All you got to do. Auto clickers are super duper easy to get. All right, they're super duper easy to get. Hop over here into Google. Type in auto. I don't know why caps lock is on. Type in auto clicker. Okay. And I would look for this one right here. This is what I use. I use OP auto clicker. You can get it on Google Play. Apparently, I use iPhone, so I didn't know that, but I don't ever really play on my phone. So get it for PC, which is what I did. You can also do it on Google Play. If you're on iPhone, I don't know if there are auto clickers for iPhone. No clue. If you need help with that, I am pretty tech savvy, so if you want to leave a comment on this video, I can probably help you out. But just hit download, follow the steps, and it's that simple. You load up the auto clicker. Load up the auto clicker, and it looks like this. It looks a little scary, but don't focus on any of this. Okay, current location we want to keep it on, meaning, you know, wherever your cursor is, that's where it's going to go. Click interval, how often it clicks. 100 seconds is super duper fast. Like a human cannot click that fast. So you know that's kind of the sweet spot. But if you're the only reason you use an auto clicker in a game like My Restaurant, though, is that you don't get kicked for inactivity. Roblox, if you are inactive, meaning not moving or not doing anything for 15 minutes, you'll get kicked for inactivity. All an auto clicker does is click. And so it lets Roblox know you're still here. So what I usually do, instead of doing 100 milliseconds, I'll just delete that. I'll do 0 milliseconds. And then I'll come over here to seconds, and I'll make it to where it clicks every 1 second. Okay, left mouse button. You want to keep it on the left mouse button because that's what you usually click. Click type single. You can do double, meaning it'll click twice instead of once. I keep it on single because, like I said, it's not necessary for a game like this. This isn't like a tapping simulator. This isn't Ninja Legends, anything like that. And the F6 key is what you press to start. So you'll go over here. What I'll sometimes do is I'll just stand over here, put my cursor over one of the E's, and press F6. And I'll let it sit because it doesn't have to necessarily even be clicking anything. If it just clicks, Roblox will pick up on the click, and they'll be like, you know what, this person's still here. We're not going to kick them for inactivity because they're still here. And that's the only reason we're using this. Okay, and it'll just go. Like I said, you don't need to be playing this game. Staff does everything for you. The staff takes their order, lets them be seated. The cooks cook the food. The waiters deliver the food, and so on and so on and so on. They leave the money, and I'm pretty sure that is a Game Pass, though. That is one thing, because I'm pretty sure that that's a Game Pass, wherever that is. Where are the Game Passes? I'm pretty sure Auto Collect is a Game Pass. All right. That is a necessity. I'm telling you right now, you need that Game Pass. I should have mentioned that at the beginning. I'm sorry. That's not clickbait. I forgot to mention that. That is the one Game Pass that is a necessity. You need that to AFK grind, because if not, the money's just going to sit on the tables, and nobody's going to collect it. So when it fills up, there's not going to be any more customers coming in because they're not going to be able to sit because there's money there. Unfortunately, staff does not collect money for you. You need the auto collect. Okay, you need the auto collect. But there is another thing that you can do here. If you don't have the Robux to spend on that, okay? If you're just like throughout the day, maybe going outside playing with friends, playing video games on a console or something, whatever you're doing, just set like a 2-hour timer, all right? If you don't have the auto collect, just set a 2-hour timer, have it auto grinding for you, and then come back after that 2 hours, collect the money, and then restart the process. That's the best thing I could suggest for you to do. If you have advertising campaign, you probably don't need to do that. If you have advertising campaign, you need to probably set it to 1 hour, because advertising campaign will double your profits and it'll double your employees. Alright, sorry for that random edit. Somebody was knocking on my door and I had to go see who it was. But anyways, I'm going to end the video here because that's the best way to do it. Just use an auto clicker and fill up the floors in the order I gave you. Like I said, do not focus on floors solely. Focus on the first floor. Once it's filled up, then go to the next floor. You don't need to focus on getting 10 floors. Focus on getting 5 floors. Okay? If you have an advertising campaign on, which is completely unnecessary, but it does speed up the process and make it less time consuming, and you don't have auto collect, I suggest getting auto collect if you can. Again, if you can't, go on your phone, tablet, laptop, whatever, set a 2-hour timer. Okay, have an auto clicker going. Okay, so let it auto click for 2 hours, then come back, collect all the money, go back and repeat the process. Keep repeating the process. If you have an if you have auto collect, the Game Pass, you don't even need to do that. Just let it sit overnight. You can even turn your monitor off if you're on PC. Turn your monitor off and just let it AFK grind. You can mute the volume, whatever. And that's the best way to make money in this game. Same thing with Arcade Empire and all the other games like this. Same thing with Restaurant Tycoon. Any game where your staff does the work for you and you don't need to physically go do stuff, you can AFK grind with an auto clicker. Auto clickers are completely free, and like I said, they do not violate Roblox's terms and services. For a matter of fact, there's a lot of Roblox games, very popular ones, that encourage using an auto clicker. Russo Plays, the YouTuber who has the game Tapping Gods, which we are playing on the channel, literally advertises an auto clicker for his own game. Says, you guys need to use an auto clicker for the game. So don't think you're going to get banned or anything. Auto clickers are completely allowed. The only time that there are games that don't allow auto clickers, but it'll be known. They will let you know if you're not allowed to use an auto clicker. If there's a game that you won't get your Roblox account banned. If you're using an auto clicker on a game that doesn't want you to use an auto clicker, you could get banned from that game. The best way to figure out if a game will let you use an auto clicker, which 95% of them will, just do a quick Google search. Like if you want to find out if Saber Simulator will let you use an auto clicker, just Google, hey, can I use an auto clicker on Saber Sim Roblox? And if you don't get any results, if it's a smaller game or whatever, just look it up on Reddit. Go to Roblox's Reddit forum and ask the question. Say, hey, I'm playing this game by this developer. Can I use an auto clicker, or will I get in trouble for that? It's really that simple, and I promise it will change your life on Roblox when you find out how simple it is to make money on this game. Well, and Roblox in general. So thank you all for watching, and I will be back in the next video.